Good morning, children. Today we will revise the first chapter of history, how, when, and where. This chapter we have already done in the month of April, but for revision's sake, many who have joined new to the class, for their sake and for revision's sake, I will redo the chapter again. So we are going to learn some important points in this chapter. First is how important are dates, which dates are important, how do we periodize history, what is colonial, and how do we know about history. Children, in earlier times, historians would write history with dates. Okay, everything would revolve around dates. And who are historians? Is a person who studies and writes about the past. So, in common sense or common terms, we can say history is synonymous with dates. That means the same meaning of history means dates. History is equal to dates, and dates are equal to history. And when we were young, we had to memorize all these dates. Okay, so earlier the historians concentrated mainly on dates. Children, you must have heard, in fact, you must also be telling yourselves that history is so boring. We have to memorize so many dates and facts and events, and it is useless to study all these dates. We have to learn about the names of the kings, the queens, their battles, their achievements, all these. So it is not worthwhile learning history. But history is not all about dates. It's also about the changes that have occurred over a period of time. Children, history is not all about dates. It is the changes that has occurred over time. Okay? And like for example, I will give you like your own life story. We can see the changes from childhood to adolescence, then you enter adulthood and old age. So this changes over a period of time that takes place. That is history. Okay, you can see the evolution of man also from one period to the next, how he has evolved from the monkey stage to man. That entire period is captured by history. So as we compare the past with the present, we refer and we talk of before and after. Okay, so history is mainly not only dates. Yes, dates are there, but it is the changes that have occurred. If we do not know about the past, how will we improve our present? So history is not only connected with dates, but the changes that have taken place. Now let us again recapture this. So in common sense, history is synonymous with dates, and it's not only about dates, it's changes that have taken place over time and finding out how things were in the past and how things have changed. So in this comparison, we talk of before and after. Children, many times when we live in this world, we do not always ask historical questions, what we see around. We take things for granted that it must have been there. So at times we don't even ask questions about. But most of us, sometimes out of curiosity, we tend to ask ourselves a lot of questions that are actually historical. And what kind of questions? Maybe or just out of curiosity we may ask, when did people begin to drink tea or coffee, or when was railway built, and how did people travel long distances before the age of railways, how people got to hear about things before newspapers began to print it. Don't you ask these questions to yourselves? And who gives you these answers? History provides us all the answers. So it is not only dates that we learn, it is how things have evolved, how things have changed, how this happened. So history is also learning about the past, about the what was before and what is after. Yes, dates are also important, but it is not only dates, it is about the changes that have occurred over time. Children, at times it is difficult to give the time period or the specific date or the month of the year that the event took place. Certain processes happen over a period of time, and it is incorrect to fix precise dates for these processes. For example, people in India did not begin drinking tea one fine day. They had developed a taste over a period of time, and then tea was actually introduced in India and became popular in India. But we cannot say that on this particular year, this particular date, people started drinking tea, because this is a long process. Similarly, we cannot fix a single day when the British rule was established in India. It was a long process. So in such times, we cannot fix one single date, okay? Or for example, the national movement or other things, we cannot give a specific date because it has taken a long period of time for this to happen. Other examples, as I told you, were the establishment of British rule, or beginning of the national movement, or changes which took place within the economy and society. All these happened over a stretch of time, over a period of time, over a span of time. It's a long process. So an approximate period over which particular changes became visible, we cannot, for this, all these things, we cannot give a specific date, okay, because it's a long process, and hence we cannot fix any single date for any such things or event. Okay, we have to study how it was before and what it is after. Children, then a doubt must have been raised in your mind that why do we continue to associate history with a string of dates? Well, there's a reason for this. There was a time when history was an account of battle and big events. Like it was about rulers and their policies, and the historians wrote about a king. Like for example, if you take Akbar, when was he crowned? When did he get married? When was the birth of his son Jahangir? Then how Akbar defeated the other kings, and after his death, who was crowned as his successor. So historians wrote about a king particularly, when the year he got married, when he had a child, which battles he fought, the year he died. So for such events, specific dates can be determined, and in history, if we are going to learn about such history, then dates continue to be very important. But as you have seen in the last 2 years in your history books, historians are writing not only about rulers, they are writing about many other aspects of history, like how people earned their livelihood, what did they produce and what did they eat, how cities developed, how markets came up, how kingdoms were formed and new ideas spread, how cultural and cultures and society changed. So nowadays historians are writing more about this rather than concentrating only on the rulers. So here, in this such events, we cannot give a specific date. Okay, dates are important. We are studying about one specific ruler or battle, then dates are important. But if you are learning about all these things, we cannot give a specific date for it. It's only a period of time, the span of time that we can consider this.